XRP is up big here as of late, but we have big news here with Gary Gensler saying that Ethereum, because the majority of the transactions are in the United States, he is now going to rule all of Ethereum. But it all starts with LBRY. No, not the LBRY, LBRY the crypto. So let's leave this screen and go into this one. XRP up on the screen right now, 50.6 cents, up 6% in the last 24 hours. Broader look across the market, you see it as well as I do. It is red, red, red across the screen. Bitcoin struggling to hold 19,000, right now at 19,021, down 0.48%. Ethereum down big, 2%, 1313. Ethereum is really struggling. A lot of it has to do with Gary Gensler and the SEC, but we've got a little bit of an obvious chart wedge pattern developing here. Take a look at it. Yep, look at the bottoms, look at the tops. Yep, the coming together meeting, we'd say in the next 24 hours. So we are looking, say, by noon on Monday Eastern time. No, it's not a prediction. It's just a pattern we're seeing on the charts. And remember, patterns are only part of the solution. All right, but the big news here is this. Yes, SEC Ethereum. This applies to all of us. This one has me nervous, has me a little scared. It also has me scared because we're going to talk about LBRY and XRP versus SEC. SEC all over the place. Getting annoying here, everyone. All right, this week on Crypto Twitter Outrage is the SEC claims all Ethereum transactions happen in the United States. What the SEC is saying is this: the majority of the nodes are in the United States, so that means the majority of the transactions are validated in the United States, which means Ethereum is in the United States. Yep, you got it, which means Gary Gensler is now in charge of regulating oversight on Ethereum. So take this one step further, apply it to the broader crypto market, and this is why you should be upset. That would mean that any crypto where the majority of the validation is done in the United States would be under the jurisdiction of Gary Gensler and the SEC. We're not even talking about right now security versus commodity. No, we're not even on that part. Gary Gensler and the SEC has found another way for them to take control of crypto, and it has to do with validation within the United States being the majority of transactions. Think of how many other cryptos out there that would apply to. Think of our favorite ones that we cover on this channel. Yep, majority happening in the United States. So even though they are decentralized, he's saying, hey, majority resides here, I am going to tax that ass. So now we move on to LBRY. And you're like, well, wait a minute, dude, you got the LBRY hoodie. No, this is a bar in South Dakota. This is my favorite bar and grill in South Dakota. Love that place. Used to live really close there. But anyways, no, I'm talking about LBRY Crypto. And the LBRY CEO was at Mainnet and was sitting there saying, hey, the SEC needs to get off our backs. LBRY has now been fighting the SEC for 5 years, everyone. And I'm gonna play this short clip here from Mainnet, and you're gonna see what we're talking about with F the SEC and how bad it's getting.
Great to be here.
Great that we're on video because LBRY does decentralized video hosting. We got to talk about lots of Web3 things. But first of all, let's start this way. And your t-shirt really helps with this. In case anyone can't see the shirt.
Take a look at that shirt. There you go.
We can say fuck the stream. It says fuck the SEC. But let's start this way, Jeremy.
So there you go, public, right? We're talking Mainnet 2022, and the dude is sitting there going, yep, F the SEC. I say it plenty of times on this channel, and it's not because I'm anti-government. I'm anti-over-regulation, especially without giving reasons of why you believe you should be the regulator. So we've got that. Now we're going to move on to Ripple Labs XRP versus the SEC. We've got optimism brewing. I showed it on the charts. I showed it on the heat map. XRP is one of the shining stars right now in the cryptoverse. But we got Ripple versus SEC battle leads to trader optimism in whale movement. Whale movement has been off the charts here, everyone, for the last couple months. We've been keeping up with whale tracker activity. ODL has been going crazy. By the way, when the third quarter is done here in the next 5 days, I'm going to be so excited to see what Ripple Labs, right, the ODL segment of their business, how much more volume it did, right, compared to its previous year, okay? The second quarter, right, the one that we just had, they were up 800% year over year. We're seeing even more whale activity, more movement right now of XRP on chain. A lot of it we're thinking is ODL. So I'm very curious to see what the year over year stat is going to be for the third quarter. But we are seeing some definite optimism with buying out there. $10 though? Can we be realistic, everyone? We still have to break $1, and we still have to beat Gary Gensler from the SEC. And you see, LBRY's been fighting it for 5 years, okay? We also have Ethereum sitting out there going, gosh, guys, we are getting hammered by the SEC now that Ethereum, all transactions in the United States? The onslaught from the SEC is really big. But the Ripple versus SEC thing, let's get into it. Ripple Labs gained big support from the Chamber of Digital Commerce because they got approval to file a Michi brief. Now, that means they get to come in support of XRP by testifying for them, entering paperwork in form. Really, really good move here because, again, the court approves it. Now, you know the Chamber of Digital Commerce is going to come out and they're going to say several things. Hey, we want regulation to be open because we've seen Gary Gensler in the SEC is far from open, far from being open even to talk to people, even open on what their parameters are. But the Chamber of Digital Commerce is also going to sit here and go, well, hey, we also want to make sure that the SEC isn't overreaching because we're looking at the broader digital market here. And it's important, though, that now we see XRP getting more support, especially from now the Chamber of Digital Commerce, and getting the support from the judge that approved the filing. Boy, Gary Gensler and the SEC is all over the crypto news as of late with their regulation overreach. The Ethereum thing, like I said earlier, really does bother me because how many cryptos out there, validation-wise, are the majority of the validations done within the US? That would yet just be another way for him to set a precedent, apply that precedent to the rest of the crypto market, and over-regulate the way we've been seeing as of the last, 5 years, as with the case with the LBRY. No, not the LBRY, the bar, LBRY Crypto, everyone. XRP breaking out big price-wise, lots of whale activity, and it's good to see that the XRP positivity is happening price-wise because they have their own battle with the SEC going on right now. So we're talking LBRY, we're talking Ethereum, we're talking XRP, we're also talking SEC, common denominator. Very frustrating, the overreach that we're seeing. If you like this video, I bet you're going to like this one right here. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. We've got a fresh week starting coming up here soon. Get excited for it.